Hey folks, guess what time it is? It's here. You are not broken. Break free from the fixing yourself mindset with the Toolbox Approach. You know I'm Melinda. And yeah, I'm here to do a little bit of marketing. I'm encouraging you to click on the links and pre order the ebook. You can also go directly to Amazon and you could chat me up. Please chat me up on my approach and my writing on Goodreads. Besides that, truthfully, I don't know what to say, guys. The phrase healing journey has become so common that it sometimes triggers eye rolls, and I get it. But I hope what I share here feels genuine, not because I have answers you don't, but because it might resonate with something deep and true within you. I'll tell you a little story that's not entirely in the book. I was a daycare kid from about 1.5 years old. Much of my early guidance came from the films they played for us. Stories meant to entertain, but also to shape us. One that stuck with me was Snow White. I became fascinated with the idea of talking to a mirror. But unlike the queen in the movie who talks to the mirror and expects you're the fairest one of all to come as the reply, I was seeking truth, not vanity. I'd look into the mirror and beg for a real conversation. That ritual shaped me. It became a quiet place where I could ask questions no one else seemed to answer. At 19, I was escaping myself through drugs and alcohol. Repressed childhood traumas deeply violated a body that didn't even remember, but lived it out in a survival mode nonetheless. After another sexual assault at a concert just on the verge of womanhood, I ended up in the emergency dentistry unit in the basement of a hospital, completely drunk, high, just a mess. They worked on my face, securing my teeth into braces. I felt abandoned. I was lost. It was a mirror of what was happening to me, but I didn't know it. I had stopped looking for the truth in there. Somehow, I stumbled upon an actual mirror in the hospital. I looked into it again, searching for the truth I remembered seeking. Despite the bruises, scratches, and stitches, I saw my blue eyes and blonde hair, and I smiled. You're not that broken, I told myself. I was shocked, high on survival, maybe still feeling the effects of mushrooms, but I remember that moment vividly now. Only hours later, the trauma came flooding back in my sleep. I was haunted by the awareness that I had gone deep into darkness and nearly lost my life. And back at that apartment, I stood in front of the mirror for a different conversation. This time, the voice said, "You are so broken. You deserve a broken face, a broken smile." I remember feeling like I was going to pay for a long time for what I had been doing to myself. It was like a decades long dialogue. You're not broken. You are broken. You're not broken. You are broken. So I roll, if you will, but this book is my healing journey. And it's also an invitation to yours. It started in childhood. I'm of the belief it starts in everybody's childhood. The repression, whether you identify as having trauma or not. There's a lot of stuff we repress. And I'm proud now to identify as a wounded healer. My education in healing comes from my own trauma, not just textbooks or training. As a trauma informed therapist with over 20 years of experience, I've applied what I've learned in sessions, but more importantly, I've made those lessons self helpful. Because the truth is, trauma fractures your trust with yourself more than anyone else. Those repressed things, things that really happen to you, they mess with your trust with yourself more than with anybody else. And even as a therapist, I know I can't give you that trust back. Healing doesn't happen just because you show up to therapy. Some people come in and out, some avoid it altogether, and for many, the healing journey never begins. I don't want that to happen to you. Whether you embrace this or roll your eyes, what I'm presenting is real. It's an invitation for your own healing, one that starts not with perfection, but with a mirror and a conversation with yourself that, yes, is real. Peace, love. I want this for you. I want this for me. I really think we could feed off each other's growth. Heal on.